So you changed your brand recently, your logo is a bit different, or your color palette is just not the same anymore, and you want to adjust that on your website. And to do that, you need to actually work with your styles. On this video, this is part 6 out of 10, and we'll be talking to you on how you can actually change the colors, change the fonts, and adjust your logo as well on your website. Now, we have been doing a lot, but certain things aren't looking quite right on the website, so let's fix that. If you're probably wondering what is going on with this little yellow at the background, don't fret, this is what we are going to do today. But instead of heading to either here or here, I will ask you to come all the way down to here where you see site styles. So let's click on that. You will see that a window sort of like a menu will pop, and I will move my camera here to this side. The options here on the themes, you have fonts, you have colors, buttons, and your forms, and the miscellaneous here at the bottom. So let's just go ahead and change the theme here so you can see what editing here does to the website. Let's pick another theme and go to something more monochromatic like this one here, and as you can see, immediately the entire website has changed color. And what does that do to the website overall is you can't really, you can, but it would take you a very long time if you had to change the color scheme of every single section. So to do that faster and site-wide, you can edit the site styles, and you can do the same with your fonts. So if you click here right below the themes, you go to your fonts, and you can click on all font packs, and here you can see there's a combination between sans and serif fonts, just serif fonts, and then mix. So sans serif fonts, serif, and mixed. I quite like to use a mix. I think it adds a lot to the design of the website. So let's just click on this one here, and you will see how it will change the website. So immediately after we click here, we see that that has changed to a different font, and so has this part here. Okay, I quite like that, so I'm going to leave it as it is here, but I want to add a little bit of more color to the website instead of being so monochromatic. So let's click here, go down to the next block, which is colors, and you will see that the site has, the Squarespace has themes, which is essentially a combination of the colors you have within your palette. So to edit your palette, you can click here, and this here will be 5 colors that will have to do with your branding. And you always start with the lighter color on the left and then the darker color on to the right. Let's keep everything as it is, but let's change the middle color to a yellow. Let me see. Let's just drag here to a yellow hue. Let's get like a really rich yellow. Yeah. Now that we changed that, you click on head back, and as you can see, it made a combination of the yellow instead of the light gray. We have a dark gray, a black, white, and a bright yellow. So let's get out of here, and I can show you how you can apply this throughout the website. Say that on this particular section here on the contact us, I want that to be bright yellow. So all you have to do, since you have edited your site style, it's now to head to edit section button here at the top, go into colors, And as you can see, all of the themes that like Squarespace has combined are now available here for you. If I designed one of your websites, everything will already have been edited for you. But in case you're doing that yourself, it is very important that you spend a really good amount of time editing those themes so you can apply them easily throughout the entire website. So let's just, for example, click on bright 2 and tada, bright yellow, beautiful shade. And then I want this particular block here, this particular section here to change to perhaps, let's choose another color. Let's pick like a dark gray. Okay. And I want to add another section here, and this section should be, let's move here, let's add a quote, and this quote here will be all about reviews. So I'm adding a review section, and I like that to be quite starking, so I'm just gonna go into edit section, colors, and then select the black. And as you can see here, it has selected there's the bright one, which is the combination between the black and the yellow, but I want something more subtle, so the black and white here. Okay, and as you can see here, that will affect throughout the entire website. If we just click on save and exit here, we can apply that to all of our different pages. So click here and go into the about section, and let's edit this about section here. Let's add let's make this section yellow. So to do that, I am going to go ahead in colors, and I will add bright 2. There you go. Now everything is bright yellow. But certain things don't look quite right sometimes, so I am going to just save this here and exit and go to the themes section page, edit here, and then edit section, colors, and let me make this here black. I don't quite like that. Perhaps I think there should be a different combination. Maybe let's pick here. The gray and yellow don't quite like go together, so let's make a change. To do that, you can manually come here and edit the color of your font doing this, or you can head back to site styles and click on the element. So click on colors first, and then click on the element you would like to change the color. So for example, I'd like to change the color of say dark 2. I need to select dark 2, and then I am going to click here. Once I've clicked here, all of the elements that are associated with that click, you can see now here that they are all highlighted here. And the reason I said to you to click is that if you don't, here is what you're going to have to handle. So say edit, look at the number of elements that manually a web designer has to adjust to just match website. So instead of having to go through every single one of them, what you can do to speed up the process is actually click above the element you would like to change. And then I can see here that it is the heading, the large heading, and there is a text highlight. Let's make the text highlight black, and let's add the heading to black. And as you can see here, that heading has now changed. If I change that here to a lighter gray, that will change site wide. So everything that it is within the theme dark 2 and it is a heading large will now be a light gray. If I want it to be white, I can change to that. If I wanted to, I don't want it to be gray because gray on gray you can't read, but that is how you change the color of your elements. And there are other things as well. So for example, we are here on the contact us form, and this is theme light 2. and say I want to change the heading text to something else, I can click on the yellow, and now that is yellow, and anything that it is a heading large within the light to theme, and to refresh your memory, theme or these combinations here made by Squarespace, everything now will be yellow. I don't quite like that, so I'm just going to return it to black, and I will save it. Changes made to the selection of color themes are site-wide, are made to across the entire site, so you just have to be sure that whenever you change something in a particular piece or page of your website, that you're happy that the other elements, the other pages and the other sections that use the same theme will also be altered. So you need to keep an eye to be sure that everything's consistent and working okay. To edit the palette, again, you have like a combination of colors here provided by Squarespace, but if you worked with a designer, that will have been done for you already. Okay, so the next video we will be talking about mobile view and responsive designs. So on to the next one.